Today we're talking about the Cimbalom virtual instrument plugin by Spitfire Audio. So this is a pretty cool plugin and it's got some pretty unique sounds within it, and it's part of the Originals series. So as you guys know, I've done several other tutorials on other plugins within this series, and just like those tutorials, we are going to demo the 5 presets within this plugin. And I, just like those tutorials, made some original music on the piano over here for each preset. So you guys are going to have a really good idea of what this plugin can do, what it sounds like, and if you guys want to buy it. So stick around for all of that after this introduction. Welcome everybody, I'm Dan Spencer and I am the Audio Sorcerer. So this is the channel where I teach you how to perfect your audio recording, mixing, and mastering skills. So before we get to the video, make sure you guys smash that like button, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to know how many videos coming out. So without further ado, today we are talking about the new Spitfire Audio Cimbalom. And again, this is a virtual instrument and you're looking at the user interface right here. So in this tutorial / review, I want to go over the interface here for people who've never seen the original series plugins before. They're pretty much the same when it comes to the user interface here. So if you guys have already seen these plugins before, you'll want to skip over this portion of the tutorial and move on to the actual listening portion. And then when we get to the listening portion, I got 3 questions I want you guys to answer in the comment section below after you finish this video. So I want to know, what do you guys think of this plugin overall? What applications do you think you would use it in? So would you guys use it in music? Would you guys use it in film? What type of music? What kind of film? Would you use it in both, etc.? And then of the 5 different pieces I recorded for this video, which one do you guys like the best? All right. So with that being said, let's actually get into looking at the user interface here. All right, so the Spitfire Audio Originals user interfaces are pretty simplistic, and the Cimbalom one is no exception to that. So starting with this fader right here, where my mouse is at, this is your volume fader, and this should pretty much be left all the way up at all times. And then next to that, you got your dynamic range fader, and this acts as a compressor. So most of the time I leave this all the way up, but it just happens to be all the way down for this particular preset. So you can mess with this and get it to your liking. It's not very complicated to work with. And then over here, this rotary knob / button here basically gives you access to these 3 controls down here at the bottom. So if I click this middle button here, you have access to reverb, attack, and release. And we'll go over those in a second. And then down here in your bottom left corner, you got your microphone settings. So you got close and tree. So basically for close here, this allows you to get a closer mic'd sound, and you can kind of see as I hover over, it says a close option adds definition to the tree signal. And if I hover over tree here, you'll see a Deca-Tree microphone array giving a spacious and enveloping sound. So that's going to give you more of a ambient sound to this particular plugin here. And then for the pitch sound here, this is essentially going to give you a 1 octave down to whatever you're playing. And basically this little fader here allows you to blend that sound in. But to actually make any of these work, you have to make sure that you toggle them on, okay? All right, so over here to the right, you got your reverb, attack, and release. So obviously reverb is the space that you're putting the sound in, and you can turn this up or down. The attack, that is how fast the sound is actually hitting. So if we were to shorten the attack time here, make it slower, it would have more of a sweeping sound. And then the release is how quickly the sound is let go. All right. So those are all the main parameters in here. And then at the bottom, you got your mod wheel and your pitch bend. For most keyboards have those. And then you got your little piano here where you can actually see what you're playing. And you can also press the notes down here and actually hear the plugin play. All right. So one interesting thing I want to mention is that you'll see these little gray keys down here. This means that these are not active on your keyboard. So compared to some of the other Originals plugins that I have reviewed, they have give you full access to all 88 keys. This one does not go down super low. And this is where the pitched octave thing may come in handy if you want to get some lower sounding notes. So that is just a quick overview of the Cimbalom user interface here. And now let's actually get into the listening portion of this tutorial, and we'll go over the 5 presets, starting with performance. All right, so that was the Cimbalom Virtual Instrument plugin by Spitfire Audio. And as you guys can hear, it's a pretty cool plugin. It's got some pretty unique sounds within it, and I would love to know what you guys think about it. So as mentioned earlier in this tutorial, I posed 3 questions to you, and I would love if you guys would answer those in the comment section below. It would be greatly appreciated. And if you guys are interested in more Spitfire Audio products, I have a playlist popping up in the top right corner now. Check that out after this tutorial. And if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe because I love making this content for you, and hit that notification bell to know how new videos coming out. So with that being said, until the next video, I will see you guys later, and peace out.